Hey y'all. Today I figured I'd read a little bit of Hebrews 10:26. Uh, this is a verse that a lot of people don't want to listen to. They don't want to read it. They absolutely refuse to acknowledge it exists. They refuse to acknowledge its existence. So let's just jump right into it. And a lot of people don't want to listen to this verse, but it's the absolute truth. And this is a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, especially saved Christians. But let's start out here. If we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no sacrifice for our sins is left, but only a fearful expectation of judgment and of raging fire that will consume the enemies of God. Verse 28. Anyone who rejected the law of Moses died without mercy on the testimony of one or two or three witnesses. Wow. And it's a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow. Like I said, no one wants to listen to that verse at all. People want to pretend that don't exist, you know. And it's tough because if you really pay attention to that verse, that means your buddy who already knows that getting drunk is a sin is continuously getting drunk every night, and he knows it's a sin, so there's no sacrifice left for that. That's basically what that's talking about. And so many people refuse to acknowledge that verse. People want to pretend it don't exist. Sorry, my lighting's horrible. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hopefully, you can see me a little bit better. But people want to refuse to acknowledge that verse. No one wants to listen to it at all whatsoever. And it's been a tough pill for me to swallow as well, reading that verse. Because there's a time where I was a fake Christian, where I wasn't living the life. You know, I smoked cigarettes every day, I drank every day. I wasn't living the proper Christian life like I should have been. You know, I was doing all kinds of things I shouldn't have been doing. But one day, in late August 2023, I walked up to that altar and I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And from that day forward, my depression was gone. I quit everything besides a couple of sins I still struggled with here and there. But that verse right there tells you you can no longer sin after you've heard the truth. So whenever I start falling into temptation, I'll just remember that verse. And that's really helped me out. And, you know, talking to God about the things you're going with really helps too. And also, not just that, but keeping everything secular out of your life. Like if you're listening to bad music, quit listening to it. Because all that's doing is drawing you further from God, bringing you closer to hell. You know, if you're watching TV shows and movies about horrible, horrible things, that's just also going to draw you further from God. Or if your daily activities draw you further from God, quit all those things, guys. Quit everything secular. Get everything secular out of your life. Just get it over with. Get it gone. Alright? Quicker you do that, the better. Because there's only one way to heaven, and that's Jesus Christ. Believe it or not, I said what I said. And that verse right there, like I said, it is a hard pill to swallow. But the quicker we realize that how important this verse is, the better. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a magnificent evening.